Okay, let's go.
What's up, guys? This is Justin with Anxious to Alpha, and today we're going to go over cold exposure and stress inoculation. This is the last section in nervous system mastery, the first pillar. Most people spend their entire life trying to avoid stress. They try to make everything comfortable and predictable and controlled. And on the surface, that sounds like the right move. Less stress, less anxiety, better life. But if you've dealt with anxiety, you already know that's just not how it works. Because the more you try to avoid stress, the more sensitive you actually become to it. Small things start to feel big. Normal situations start to feel a bit overwhelming. Your tolerance gets lower, not higher. So the goal isn't to eliminate your stress. The goal is to train your ability to handle it, I guess. And one of the most simple, effective ways of doing that is cold exposure. What we really need to do is change the way that we look at stress. Most people think that stress is the enemy, but really stress is neutral. It's just a stimulus. What matters is what your relationship is to it. If your system isn't used to stress, it tends to act aggressively towards it. Your heart rate spikes, breathing changes, and your brain starts to look for danger. And that's what anxiety feels like. But if your system is trained, the exact same stress feels manageable. That's the difference between someone who panics and someone who stays calm. Not the situation, but the conditioning. Now let's talk about the cold. The moment cold water hits your body, you feel it immediately. Your breathing jumps, your heart rate increases, and your body starts to tighten. That reaction is automatic. Your body is basically wired to react that way. It's not weakness. It's your nervous system doing what it's supposed to do. Now let's talk about the cold. The moment cold water hits your body, you feel it immediately. Your breathing jumps, your heart rate increases, and your body starts to tighten. That reaction is automatic. It's not weakness. It's your nervous system doing exactly what it's supposed to do. But here's what makes it powerful. That reaction is almost identical to what happens during anxiety. Same system, same response, just a different trigger. The difference is you chose this one. And that changes everything. When you step into cold water, your instinct is to fight it. You want to tense up, you want to get out, and you want it to stop. That's the exact same response people have during anxiety. They resist it, they try to escape it, they tense against it. And that resistance actually makes it worse. So the goal here is different. The goal is not to survive the cold. The goal is to stay calm inside of it. You slow your breathing down, you relax your body, you stop fighting the sensation, and you just let it be there. And in that moment, you're teaching your brain something new. You're teaching it that I can be in discomfort, I can feel intensity, and I'm still okay. That's the exact skill you need when anxiety hits. So how do you start cold exposure? You don't need to jump into an ice bath for 10 minutes. You don't need the extreme. You just need to be consistent. Start simple. At the end of a normal shower, turn to cold for 30 seconds. That's it. And while you're in it, focus on your breathing. Slow it down. Don't tense up. Don't rush out. Just stay present. Over time, 30 seconds turns into a minute turns into 2, and more importantly, your tolerance increases. A few mistakes that people make. Most people approach this the wrong way. They treat it like it's a challenge or something. They go in, tense up, and they hold their breath, and they just try to get through it. That's not training, that's just enduring. Training is more controlled. Calm breathing, relaxed body, awareness. That's what actually builds nervous system control. Now think about everything that we've covered in Pillar 1, Nervous System Mastery. We talked about panic attacks. We broke down what actually happens in your body during a panic attack. We talked about your heart rate and why it's not particularly dangerous when your heart rate spikes due to anxiety. And we talked about breath work, how to keep yourself calm, how to use breathing techniques to calm yourself down in the moment. And now this, putting yourself in controlled discomfort and learning how to stay calm. That's what nervous system mastery is. Not avoiding stress, not trying to eliminate anxiety, but becoming someone who can handle it. Because when you stay calm under pressure, you could become very hard to shake. Next week, we begin to cover pillar number 2, fitness. This one's my favorite one. I'm excited to share some different insights with you guys on how to use fitness to battle your anxiety, essentially. Hope you guys got something out of this pillar. I can't wait to share the rest with you guys. Like and subscribe and comment below if you got something out of this video. We'll see you next week.
Jump!